Keir Starmer and the Labour Party have been in power for just over 2 calendar months. They are coming under increasing attack for some of their policies. The first is the cut to the winter fuel budget for pensioners. The move is expected to reduce the number of pensioners receiving the £300 payment by 10 million, saving the Exchequer around £1.4 billion this year. Unpopular is undoubtedly an accurate description of the planned cuts to winter fuel payments. Many people within the Labour Party are opposed to Rachel Reeves' decision. Lifelong Labour voters are abandoning the party. Many loyal backbenchers are furious. Most of the opposition parties are now working in unison, voicing their disgust at these measures and the impact they will have on pensioners. Yet this measure was voted through and enforced by the whips on Tuesday, September 10th. The Labour leadership could retaliate on a massive scale for any MPs who stepped out of line. Perhaps Rachel Reeves should have first reviewed the pensioners sitting on top of their gold-plated pension pots from the civil service or local government, who go on 3 holidays yearly. There was no mention of MPs who get all their living allowances fully paid for with very generous payments. There is no slack for the less well-off, who will simply suffer this winter under a blanket in the only room they can afford to heat. Charities have stated that many less well-off pensioners will suffer from hypothermia and possibly die from the result of not being able to keep warm in their later years. In a recent BBC interview, Keir Starmer stated that Labour will keep the triple lock in place for pensioners next year. He then said that the annual increase in the state pension will outstrip any reduction in the winter fuel payment. The Labour Party's messaging could have been clearer if Rachel Reeves had pointed this out in her original statement. The impact of the winter fuel debacle would have been lessened. Labour is now playing catch-up to limit damage control, as the opposition is making great capital out of this situation. So let's go back to those heady days before July 4th and review the 10 Labour policies which will change Britain. Policy number 1, deliver 2 million more NHS appointments per year. In theory, it is an excellent policy, but with increasing population levels due to the dreaded word immigration, NHS staff morale is at an all-time low. There is no mention of generous bursary schemes for young student nurses, or how to get more doctors trained in time. Young doctors end up with jaw-dropping student loans. Policy number 2, set up Great British Energy, a new British-owned energy company. Watch this space. Policy number 3, closing private education tax loopholes to improve schools. It might be a good idea to focus on the large underclass of working-class black and white children who fall through the education system, leaving with low literacy rates and ending up at the bottom of the pile. Cutting out the gang mantra with knife crime might be a better start. Policy number 4. Bring back the family doctor and improve local NHS care. We will believe it when we see it. Policy number 5. Stop water bosses' bonuses when their companies harm the environment. A better idea might have been to stop the utilities from endlessly digging up our roads and pavements, which causes massive car pollution. Stopping sewage flowing into our rivers is a no-brainer and should have been done years ago by the Conservatives. Policy number 6. End hotel use for asylum seekers. One of the hottest and most contentious political issues right now. Policy number 7. Greater support for victims of violence against women. We very much hope this policy works out. Policy number 8. Put passengers first and establish Great British Railways. None of this privatization nonsense has worked out for the good of working people, so let's hope this one works out okay. Policy number 9. Make the minimum wage a genuine living wage. Just enforce better labour workforce laws. The French tell us this is one of the biggest draws for migrants going off to England to do cash jobs. Policy number 10. Free breakfast clubs are available at every primary school in England. We have evidence of single mums who go off to nail bars, get Instagram ready, neglecting their children who have no food at the weekend. We need to address and face up to real-life issues like these as well. And yet, after a uniquely calamitous 14-year stretch of Tory rule, have we given the Labour Party enough time to do its work and carry out its manifesto? So should the increasingly disillusioned and angry electorate, which believes in real change from the Tories' bankrupt model, vote for Green or independent candidates in the future? We Deserve Better is a new initiative to raise money to support Green and independent candidates. They will be judged on whether they believe in taxing the well-off to invest in public ownership or oppose war and seek global peace. Will there be a resurgence with the Conservative Party? And where are Reform UK headed? Under the guidance of Nigel Farage, one thing for sure is that the Labour Party is working on borrowed time to convince us, and unfortunately, they have gotten off to a very shaky start. But we must wish them luck, as the country depends upon them now. More to follow in our future episodes. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us. Thank you for watching.